This equipment is very, very important for our research programs because most of the work that we do in agricultural research is breeding of different crops to develop them for higher yield, resistance to diseases and pests, and other attributes that are demanded by the market. So we've been using all the traditional equipment, but to be able to fast track the whole process and also to make it more efficient and more cheap and more accurate. This modern equipment will go a long way in ensuring that breeders at KALRO are able to do their breeding work faster and more efficiently and more accurately. This information or these breeds that are developed here will go a long way in ensuring food security and higher productivity of our crops, and this will benefit our farmers. We do research on over 400 crops, but the digitization we are currently doing is on six crops. And as I mentioned earlier, maize, beans, sorghum, rice, and others. The equipment is worth 9.2 million. And of course, if you add it to the training that we are going to receive, the value is far much higher. Once the information is in the breeding management system, that information is accessible to anybody, to the breeders, to the extension officers, to the farmers who want to use that information, because if you want a variety that is, let's say, resistant to a particular disease in the area where you are planting your crops, you are able to access that information and use that digitized system to choose what you require very easily. Instead of going to an archive in a library, you go through files to be able to get what you require. But with this digitization, you can be able to specifically call what you require. As you are informed, we are digitizing data from 2002 research, 20 years research backwards. And we hope that by the end of next year, we'll have covered everything. Of course, then we'll move to other crops. Because as you know, KALRO, we do research in over 400 crops. Yeah, but we have started with the big ones, which are the maize, the beans, the sorghum, the rice, the wheat. Yeah. Yes, that's the overall objective, is to make the process very fast, because it is digitized. When you go to the field, you are collecting data which is already ready to move. It will be faster, it will be cheaper, it will be more efficient, because the errors also will be minimized.
Developing new crop varieties that will respond to the challenges of climate change, increased drought, increased temperature. As the climate is changing, we're seeing different distribution of pests and diseases. So developing new varieties of crops that can respond to these challenges is absolutely critical, and that's why modernizing our plant breeding programs is absolutely essential. Technology is changing really quickly nowadays in the world of plant breeding in ways that we couldn't even imagine 5 or 10 years ago. So we're seeing tremendous developments in genomics, tremendous developments in molecular technology, phenotyping capacity, and we really need to adopt these to in our breeding programs. So the total value of the equipment that we've donated today is 9.2 million shillings. And this equipment, as Dr. Kirega has mentioned, is going to be instrumental in speeding up the breeding processes within KALRO. This equipment is cutting-edge equipment, and it will require a lot of training. So we do have a team that is available here in Kenya that over the next few weeks will be providing hands-on support to the KALRO breeders to use this equipment in their breeding programs.
5% of the total research budget. The total research budget at that time, you are entering directly into the tablet and transmit to somebody in that yes,
And wishing all the KALRO researchers and staff who are working extremely hard.
Then we shall have that. So.
And reliable institutional memory, which is to focus on core research activities, including
we have a to record everything